Today, I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of rocket jumping in Borderlands 4. Let's go. In order to get this to work, you're going to need a noisy cricket. And so you don't kill yourself, you have to get a low level one. I have a level 17 here because I basically took a new character and I farmed Sydney Pointy Legs until I got one, and it just happened to drop at level 17. Then what I did was I just copied this and passed it down to my max level characters. So one thing to point out is that this doesn't really work exactly like rocket jumping in the previous games. This is just going to give you a little bit of a boost. One of the benefits I found is that it can let you skip certain areas or get to a certain area a little bit quicker than others, or you can traverse certain areas faster than you can on your Digistruct vehicle. Let me show you what I mean. Just one of the simpler examples I found is something like this, right? Where if you jump up, you can't really just get up here, right? But if you use this, you can, right? So what I did was this, like basically like, here's how you traverse with this thing. It actually shoots you backwards, right? So anywhere you want to go, you want to aim the opposite direction. Kind of annoying, but I'll show you a better spot where you can take advantage of it, okay? So again, if we go here, right, I can't really jump up here and mantle, right? But if I turn around, jump, shoot, and jump again, I can make it. Oh shit, never mind, hold on. But if I turn around, jump, shoot, and jump again, now I can make it, right? There's probably 100 locations where you can use something like this, but this was just the first example I found. Not really useful, but it is good for demonstration purposes. Let me give you an idea of how I use this thing to traverse a longer distance a little bit easier than using the Digistruct vehicle. Alright, so here's a good location. So here we're at the Snowy Wells, right? And a lot of times from here, you want to go up here. Let's say we want to go to Battle Wagon or something over here, right? Well, if you do use your Digistruct vehicle, you basically got to go down here into this area, try to stay on the road, try to avoid all the enemies. Whereas if you just do it the way I'm going to show you, you can get there as the crow flies a little bit quicker. Let me show you. See how this is going. We're just going in a straight line in the air. Bam. And we're basically already across. So also, for example, let's just say you're going to make a jump and then you may not make it. Right? With this, you can get a little bit of a boost. And you might be able to make it. Yeah. See, there we go. I want to show you what I like to use this thing for the most, though. And here we are, we're getting ready to go to Bramble Song. Right? So you know whenever you go through these little caves, how you gotta kind of go through here, you gotta go fight a few enemies. It takes a few minutes, right? But if you use this, you can skip all that. Okay, here's an example of a good skip that I like to use. Jump up here, make sure you get caught right here. Jump.
And the skip, dude.
And here we go. Now you can go to Bramble Song, and you don't gotta go fight all those other bat dudes. You're just like right here. And we're good to go. So that's a pretty nice little skip. And there's a bunch of places you can use this. This is just the one I used it the most. And I wanted to give you a good example of how to use it. It is important though to note that when you jump versus when you shoot matters, right? I found that sometimes I like to double jump and then shoot. But more often than not, I get better air when I jump, shoot, and then jump again. Okay? So like this is a good example where I really need to do it a certain way in order to get the best skip possible, right? This is a good example of how to space your jumps versus shots, okay? So you want to get up in this little elbow piece here. Shit. This takes a little bit of practice. Usually if you get up... Ugh. Okay, there we go. So you see I'm stuck in this little elbow here, right? Now, the way to get through this is to jump, shoot, and then jump again, right? But let me show you what happens if you try to do like a double jump, right? And then shoot. So you're not going to be able to make it. You need to be able to have your double jump at the very end to give you the extra bit of height that you need. Okay, ready? So I'm going to jump, shoot, and then jump again. Bam. So yeah, now I'm on the ledge, and I made it. So yeah, I guess that's just to give you guys some ideas on where you might be able to use this. Again, it's not exactly like actual rocket jumping in previous games, but it is kind of cool to be able to get yourself a boost to certain places, maybe do a little skip like we just saw. And yeah, hope that helps. See ya.